What is going on, Alan? This is Parker with Uncharted Recreation, and today I wanted to show you this 2025 Skinny Guy Armor. This is the 12 LT model, and sorry about the background noise. I am just off the main road here, so hopefully this picks up okay. But wanted to make this walkthrough video for you real quick, just to see if this trailer is something you're interested in. I know you live out of state, so we'll start on the outside and kind of work our way around here. But first, I'll go ahead and list some specs on the screen, so feel free to pause the video for those. And let's hop into this. So when we come to the front of the trailer, we're going to see a couple things here. So you'll have a 2-inch coupler here, so you'll need a 2-inch ball in order to tow this thing. And then you do get a power tongue jack, super easy operation. You just press the button, it's going to raise and lower, making it way easier to connect and disconnect from your vehicle. This is going to be your 20-pound or 5-gallon propane tank. That is standard. If you wanted to add a second one down the road, I suppose you could get creative with this front rack here. Also keep in mind, this trailer does not come with batteries, nor does any trailer for that matter. So you want to keep that in mind. We do normally mount the battery or batteries up front on that tray there. Nice rock guard on the front here to protect against debris and rocks. And then nice armor branding on the front. Now this is a one-piece fiberglass roof. Goes from the front all the way to the back. And man, I think they just nailed it with the graphics on this thing. Really cool wrap that they put on this. And then also there's a nice rhino lining on this bottom portion of the trailer. Again, just kind of feeding into that off-road aggressive look. Now, they do make a smaller model, which is their 10 LT. There are a couple things you're going to miss out on that model. You're not going to have the additional windows here, which those are frameless, by the way. I'll show you how those work here in a bit. But you're also going to gain more of a step behind your fender because, again, it's a longer unit. And then the other differences are going to be on the interior. So you do get 4 stabilizing jacks on this trailer here. So you'll have one on the front corner here, one on the other corner, and then 2 on the rear as well. Whereas on the smaller 10 LT model, you just have the 2 on the back. Now, one thing I like about these fenders, well, for one, you've got these nice steps on the front and the back, but this is a weight-bearing fender, so it is actually okay to get up and stand on that. I've done it myself, and I weigh 260 pounds, give or take, so can definitely support a bigger individual like myself. Now, let's hop back into these windows. So these are what we call frameless windows, so you can see they kind of just flow with the smooth siding of the fiberglass here, but there's a thing inside you can twist, and you see how that just opens up? So that's going to allow a good cross breeze through the trailer, but because it tilts out from the bottom, if it's raining outside, you're not going to get a bunch of water inside of the camper. So pretty cool. Now heading towards the back, you'll have your fresh water connection here, 30 amp power supply here, and then you do get an outdoor shower. So very nice to see that on a unit that is less than $20,000 here. There's a look at your Truma exhaust, so that's for your furnace. And because this unit uses, or I shouldn't say that, but it uses a Truma hot water heater and then also combination furnace. So the same unit does both, which is kind of cool. And it takes up way less space than having a dedicated furnace and a dedicated water heater like you'll see on most full-size travel trailers. Underneath here, there's your city water connection. That's if you're going to be using water from the campground. And then let me see if I can show you the undercarriage here. So spare tire on the back here. And then let's see if I can get under there. So this trailer features what's called a torsion axle. So it's not just a solid axle. It can articulate on both sides, meaning you're going to have pretty good off-road performance from this little thing. Now, before we head to the back where the kitchen's located, I do want to just give you a sneak peek of the roof. There's your solar panel right there, and you're going to have these 3 load bars up top in case you want to put something on the roof, maybe a kayak, maybe a paddleboard, something like that, or even just like a gearbox. I've seen people do that. Now coming to the back, this is your galley kitchen. I like these a lot because this is kind of spring assisted, or it's got these gas struts that hold it up. and it kind of just acts as an awning off the rear. So if you're cooking, you don't have to worry about setting up an awning every time. Check this out. You are going to get a 17-inch Blackstone name brand griddle on this little slide out tray here. And when you're done, it just tucks up underneath there, just like that. Your countertops and everything in here are metal. And these do work with magnets too. So there's lots of accessories you can get that are magnetic that you can just stick to the sides and the countertop and everything. Kind of cool. Same thing goes for the storage up top. You will have a little microwave here as well. And then here's a look at your 12-volt refrigerator. Nice little sink here. If you're wondering what's in here, oh gosh, I can try to do this with one hand here, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to get it with one hand. Those magnets are pretty strong, but essentially that gives you access to your water heater and some of your plumbing underneath. So that is not storage. Just keep that in mind. Here's a look at your little 1-inch receiver on the back. So that'll be nice if you want to mount like a bike rack on the rear. And that's pretty much it for the kitchen space. Let's go ahead and hop on the passenger side here. So a lot of the same design language here. Got these cool mountain wrap on the outside here, and it's a gel coated fiberglass, so it should last a long time here. It is a hung wall, keep that in mind as well. And then down here, that's your quick connect for your propane. So that's what you'd plug your Blackstone into with a small hose that they supply with the camper here. But if you wanted a bigger grill or you wanted to bring a stove or something with you, you can also utilize that and plug straight in. Let's take a look at these tires. Really nice aluminum wheels here. And they are 235/75 R15 tires. Nice tread to them. And then I know you asked already, but yes, it does have an awning here. So I'll go ahead and stitch in a small clip here of me setting up the awning. It's actually pretty straightforward. You're just going to unzip it. You're going to pull the fabric down, and then you'll have 2 support bars that come out and clip into it, as well as 2 legs that drop down. And yeah, pretty easy to do. It's easier with 2 people, I will say that, but it is still manageable with just 1 person. All right, and we're back here. So the other thing I like about this trailer is you've got a pretty wide door on these. So not only do you have a step to help assist you in and out of the camper on both sides, but the door is pretty wide, especially for a bigger guy like myself to get in and out of this thing. But let's go ahead and check out the inside. So being the longer model, you gain a little bit of storage in here. So your air conditioner is going to be this unit here. If you don't find yourself ever using it, that can actually come out, and you could just use that as a storage compartment as well. They are going to supply this trailer with a porta potty here that you can kind of take out again if you don't think you'll use it, but it's nice that it's included. Nice little shelving here, and then you'll have this nice countertop up there as well. This mattress is pretty comfortable. You could also put a topper on it if you wanted something a little more plush. But the cool thing about this setup is you can, actually, let me just put the camera down real quick, and I'll just show you how to do this firsthand. So give me just a moment here, get set up. All right, let's do this. All right, so what you do is these can fold up just like that. And now I've got a full chair here and I can hang out. Now, just for reference, I'm 6'1", and I've still got probably 3 to 4 inches above my head. So it's plenty comfortable. I could definitely lounge in here, maybe even put a small TV on the counter there, and if it's raining outside, I need to get out of the weather, I can certainly do that. So pretty comfortable. And then again, same process in reverse. You'll just fold this back down flat, and then you've got your bed again. So super easy. Okay, so something else I wanted to mention, I guess, while we're in here is you do have a little bit of storage underneath. So if I lift up on the board here, I've got my power cable in here. I've got some of my hoses, my tools, for my jacks. So you do have a good amount of storage that extends almost, yeah, it looks like the whole length of the floor, and that's going to be on both sides. So you can store stuff under the bed. And then as we flip around here, there's a look at your thermostat there. Got a few plug-ins, so your 110 outlets here. You could mount a TV in here as well, pretty easily. Furnace is going to be over there, and then you do have this nice deep cubby over behind. So pretty good storage inside this unit, especially compared to its little brother, the 10LT. But anyway, that pretty much wraps it up. I know this was kind of more of just a quick look at this trailer. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this is something that you're interested in. Thanks for watching.